Welcome guys to my latest favourites video, and this is my December favourites. So this video will not include anything from Christmas, any of the Christmas presents we got, because those videos are not filmed or edited yet, and they won't be uploaded until January. So all the Christmas stuff will probably be included in my January favourites next month. My favourite stuff from December, and as usual I go through stuff I've bought, Funkos, other toys, collectibles stuff, video games, and then I go through stuff I've been watching, like movies at the cinema and other stuff like that. So let's get straight into it. Okay, so this month I'll start off with the Funko Pop. So my favourite Funko Pop that I bought this month is like the only one I've actually shown this month, and it was Braveheart, and it is William Wallace.
Decorating my sword with the English general skin. William Wallace, Scottish rebel, Scottish legend too.
And yeah, it's quite a rare pop, quite happy to get it, and I got it mainly because Ryden's really into history at the minute. So yeah, that's my favourite Funko Pop of the month. Okay, I got a favourite toy this month, so we're going to do a toy as well. Picked up two things this month. I picked up a Monster in My Pocket collection box, which is fantastic and I'm really chuffed with. But this was my favourite, over the two, this was my favourite, and it is the Transformers Generations Optimus Prime action figure. If you want a better look at it, there is a video dedicated just to showing this off. But it's really awesome, and I got this because I won a giveaway from the awesome channel Do You Nerd.
Hey nerdlings!
I won a $50 Amazon gift card, and I was able to buy this from the Amazon website, and I'm really happy with it. Okay, so my favourite game pickup of the month is got to be a fairly recent game, and in all honesty, I never thought I'd ever say a game from this franchise would be the favourite thing of the month, ever. But it's Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Played Assassin's Creed 1 when it came out, on the 360 I played that. Played Assassin's Creed 2, loved those games. And then obviously with the popularity of 2, they then started making them every year, churning them out. And it's become a cash cow, and I stopped playing them. But I've heard really good things about this one, and I bought it in a Black Friday sale. And I have to say, so far, it is absolutely brilliant. It's really good. I've really enjoyed it. And again, because Ryan's on a history kick as well, learning about history, I've been learning about history with him. And so yeah, going through ancient Greece has been really good. So yeah, been really enjoying playing this, and I've still got lots to play through at the moment. And yeah, really cool.
The gods will not always be with you.
Okay, so I'm going to do another little thing this month, bargain of the month game-wise. My bargain of the month was this one. I'm going to pick Street Fighter Collection, the 30th anniversary collection it is on the PS4. And I got that for $14.99 in the Black Friday sale last month. And yeah, I love Street Fighter, so it was between this and Mega Man 11. But I went with this because I'm just such a big Street Fighter fan, and to have all these games for that price was just a great bargain. Okay, my retro video game pickup of the month was this one, and it was Resident Evil, mostly because it's one of my most favourite games ever. It's a really, in terms of my video gaming life, one of the most meaningful games in my life that I've ever played. It's got real meaning in my life. But also I go for £7 from Cash Converters. I've got to get this sticker off. These horrible Cash Converter stickers are annoying. They just don't come off and they leave sticky residue on them. But £7 complete, absolutely complete, everything's in this. I could not pass up it for £7 with the sticker.
I just had something I wanted to check. Now, let's get back to searching for the lost captain and Chris, shall we?
Okay, that's it for pickups. Now we're going to get into movies I've watched this month. So I've been to the cinema a lot this month. Rather than just pick a favourite movie, I'm just going to quickly run through all the movies I've seen and what I thought very quickly, because I don't want this video to be too long. So first up, Creed 2.
If we don't do what we love, then we wouldn't exist.
So it's an extension of the Rocky universe, but following Apollo Creed's son. Creed 1 was a good film, and Creed 2 was really good. I actually got really emotional in it, actually. I don't know why. I think it's the sort of father-son sort of bond that Rocky and him have, and also he becomes a father in the movie. Adonis Creed. Obviously with that sort of tension between, he's fighting Ivan Drago's son. Of course, if you should be aware, Rocky 4, Ivan Drago kills Apollo Creed, Adonis Creed's dad, and Rocky's best friend. And I thought it was a really well done movie. Okay, then there's Wreck-It Ralph 2, Ralph Breaks the Internet.
There's not one thing about your life you would change.
Nope.
We need something new and dangerous.
Went to see this with Ryden. Mine and Ryden's favourite Disney film is Wreck-It Ralph. I love it because it's video game related and all the Easter eggs in it, and I was hoping for more in this. And it started off well, and there were quite a lot of Easter eggs and stuff and characters popped up, but not enough for me. The story wasn't as good for me. It was okay, but just not a patch on the first film for me. It wasn't bad by any means, but I just really enjoyed the first film a lot more. There was too many Disney princesses in it for me, and it was too Disney-fied. I mean, I know it's a Disney movie, that's a stupid thing to say, but the last one, the Easter eggs were quite video game related. This one, there was Disney princesses and there was Star Wars. Again, I love Star Wars, but it was all just Disney for me. And, you know, I would have liked to see different video game characters, and we just saw a few of the old ones we've seen in the previous movies. Sonic had a speaking part, but it was a good film.
This is the dark net. What are you doing here?
The reason I came to your neck of the face. I mean, there's a face in your neck. I mean, woods, neck of the woods.
Ralph breaks the internet.
Next up, I went to see Aquaman.
It's the exact spot that Volko gave me my first swimming lesson.
I already know how to swim.
Not even close.
For those of you that don't know, I'm a big comic book fan. I've got Superman and Batman tattooed on me. DC is the comic franchise that I like most out of the two big ones, DC and Marvel. And although Marvel films generally been better, a lot better, Aquaman is my favourite superhero. He has been for as long as I can remember. Mostly because he was disliked by everyone else, so I tend to like the characters that people don't like, the more obscure characters. But now he's becoming more mainstream. But you know, it's not a bad thing because the movie was amazing. I thought it was amazing, and finally I think it's a movie where no one can really diss it, like they always diss the DC films. Jason Momoa was absolutely brilliant as Aquaman. I forget the actor's name, but the guy who played Ocean Master, he was really good. He played the part really well. Yeah, just a great movie. And again, I got really emotional in this one because the relationship with him and his father. And I just think because as soon as you become a dad, I think you just become soft in terms of relationships with parents and children. But they didn't disappoint me with that film. It was so good, and I really just want to go and see it again. But I'm not going to get the opportunity in the cinema, I don't think. But it was just fantastic. And last up, I went to see Bumblebee. Now, Bumblebee, obviously, Transformers.
Where's Optimus Prime?
Transformers is brilliant. I loved the Transformers cartoons growing up. The 1985 movie, I loved. I watched it with Ryden recently. And Ryden came with me to this because he enjoyed the 1985 cartoon, and Bumblebee in particular is a character that he liked. He wanted to come, and it was good. The Michael Bay films in general have been trash, I'm just going to be honest. The first movie he put out was decent, it was okay, it wasn't terrible. Did I like the way the Transformers looked in that? Not especially. I just would have preferred them to look exactly as they did in the cartoon, but that's what most of us sort of retro nostalgia heads do. We don't want things changed, we just want them new, as a new version of it. But you know, it wasn't that bad, and the story was passable in the first film. Second film, not as good. Third film, rubbish. Fourth film, absolute crap. And then the fifth film I didn't even bother to watch, but the clips I've seen of it looks garbage. So I didn't go into this film with high expectations, but more it was just something for me and Ryan to go and do. And he enjoyed it, but he got a bit fidgety during the film. But he did, and this was a proud parent moment, where there's a moment where Bumblebee plays a song in his car form, and that song is The Touch from the movie Transformers 1985 cartoon movie. And Ryder nudged me in the cinema and went, Dad, that's the song from the cartoon movie. And I went, yes son, it is. And that made me so happy and proud. He really loves that cartoon movie, so that's cool. So yeah, 4 decent movies I've seen this month. Really got the use out of my Cineworld Unlimited card this month. And out of those 4 movies, Aquaman I would say was my favourite. It was the best as well, I think. But Creed 2 was excellent as well. And Bumblebee was the best Transformers film that's been put out. Okay, so then we're going to just talk about Netflix in particular. What, you know, normally I go over the thing I've watched most this month. And I've completely binged season 3 of Frontier.
We are the Black Wolf Company. We are your outlaws. You are prostitutes for fur.
If you know what Frontier is, is it a Netflix original series? But it's definitely only on Netflix, I believe. Jason Momoa again is in that, and it basically follows Declan Harp, who is a half Irish, half Native American fur trade dealer, and it basically worked for the company that basically runs the monopoly on the fur trade in North America. Back in the times, you know, it's the Georgian era. George III is the king, I believe. Yeah, George III is the king at the time. It's the Georgian era in England. The British Empire's in its peak or heyday. And yeah, they have the monopoly on the fur trade in the US, and basically it's about him rebelling against them, and there's, you know, lots of personal issues there. When I first watched the first part of the first season, I didn't think it was that good, and it wasn't a particular period of time I'm that familiar with. But again, because Ryden's into history, I've got more into it, I've stuck with it. It's a really well made TV show, really excellent, and quite violent actually as well. But it's really good. I've really enjoyed it, and I completely binged the second and third seasons this month, and excellent. Really, really enjoyed that programme. Okay, quickly, the videos I made this month that I liked the best, like in terms of the end product, just making and editing them in general, were not mostly done by me actually, to be fair, this month. First up is the 4-minute Thursday video I did with Arthur from PocketRocket Radio. He's a good friend of mine on YouTube, lives over in Long Beach in California, and he filmed a segment for me all about the Switch and buying it for Christmas. Just useful tips for parents to know that it doesn't have to be an expensive purchase. I mean, it's an expensive thing on its own, but that you didn't have to go and buy loads and loads of expensive games to go with it, because the games on the Switch are very expensive in both UK and America. And I just love putting that video together and working with him. And the other one is another 4-minute Thursday video, and it's the one I did with Joe Grotesque, who is from Generation Rad, who I'm a member of. He's like our figurehead, he's our boss, technically, I guess. I really love putting that together as well, like a sort of a takeover video that he did with me, and really love making those 2 videos, and I was really happy with the end product on those. And go and check out their channels if you haven't already. I'll leave the links to their channels in the description below. And last up, I always mention a YouTuber that I've either been watching a lot this month or I've just started watching. And I've been watching a lot more of this channel, and the channel is called Retro Raider. Johnny Retro is the host. His videos are retro video game related. He's a big fan of Sega and PlayStation 1, I believe, as well as other things. He's Portuguese, it's a Portuguese channel, but he does his videos in English for the most part. and he's really knowledgeable, and the videos are really well made, and I do enjoy his content, and look forward to seeing more content from him in the future. So a little shout out to his channel, Retro Radio. If you're not familiar with it, I'll leave the link to his channel in the description below also. Okay, that's it for my December favourites, guys. Again, like I say, there was no Christmas stuff in there, no Christmas presents. They will be coming up. The pickups video of Christmas presents will be coming up very shortly. Okay, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you've enjoyed it. As always, if you have, it'd be amazing if you could give this video a like. Any comments you want to leave them in the comment section below. And if you haven't already, you can consider subscribing to my channel for more retro video, retro nostalgia, just pop culture related content. Okay, thanks for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video. Take it easy, guys.